Hey, what's up everyone on the internet? I'm here today talking about the top 5 games that you may not have heard of coming out of last year's E3 or Gamescom. I know it's 2015 now, but I'm going back to look at these games that stood out to me at first, and I really want to show them to everyone that probably has never heard of them. I know a few of them on this list were kind of like covered slightly, but a lot of these on this list you probably have either never heard of or not seen much gameplay from in the first place. Well, let's jump into it. The first game on this list has to be Ori and the Blind Forest. This game was shown first, I believe, E3 2014. I'm not sure about that. It might have been Gamescom. But this game looks a lot like, a little bit like Rayman Legends, kind of a platformy 2.5D thing. I don't know what you want to call it. But this game really, like during the Xbox ID whole rigmarole showing, they had this one out there, and this one really caught my attention of the few Xbox games that looked like they could be innovative and new and fresh. And really talking about it, this is exclusive on console to the Xbox, but you never know. Sometimes things that are supposed to be exclusive come on to PlayStation. It'll be on PC, but if you've never heard of this game, I would go check out a trailer. It's coming out March 11th, which is pretty close. As long as there are no more setbacks, I think this will be a good early year game. And let me know what you think about this game or what you've seen of it. Coming in at number 2, we're going to go ahead and stick with Xbox here. I'm going to come up with Cuphead. If you've never heard of this game, you're probably like a lot of people. This game was also showed at Xbox ID, and this one really caught my attention because of the really weird 1950s, 1960s cartoonish look to it. I believe this one was at E3. I can guarantee that one. But it is described by the people who made it, which is only a pretty small team, which obviously it's an indie game since it's an ID. It's like a brawler. It's kind of like a platformer brawler. You're constantly fighting bosses, but I don't know how everything can be a boss if everything's a boss. How is one thing specifically a boss? But I don't know. This one is supposed to come out in 2015, but there's been no set release date yet, so I would really keep my eye on that one. This one's probably one of my biggest anticipated games of the year, and you'll definitely see it on this channel. But let's go see what's coming up next. Switching over to PlayStation, I guess it's on PC too, but Hotline Miami 2 is going to be the third game on this list. This game's received a lot of publicity, kind of, specifically for being on this list. I don't know. I put it on this list just because I'm so excited about this. This game is a predecessor of the last game, which is Hotline Miami, and we actually just got some news, I believe yesterday, February the 26th. It's coming March 10th. That's really exciting news. If you've never seen this game or heard of this game, go look at it right now. It has gotten some news because it's so violent. It got rejected from even being rated in Australia, but you can't really take that for anything because Australia rejects everything. South Park didn't come out over there. Well, it did, but it blocked all kinds of stuff. But if you've not seen this game, this is one of the games you should go look at. Even if you don't like indie games, go look at this game. Coming in at number 4, we have Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. This one stays at the PlayStation camp, and this one's described as a first-person adventure game. You don't really see very many of those, but if you've seen some of the screen captures, pictures, anything revolving around this game looks gorgeous. I believe it's from China Moon as the developer. I'm not sure about that one, though. It's from the same people that made Dear Esther, if you want to look that up. This is another game that is story-driven. It's kind of obvious if you've played their other games, but not obvious because this is a under-the-radar game, and most people have never seen these games before. Even though this one's probably one of the bigger games on this list, though, so I don't really know about that. This one does not have a release date yet, but if I had to pick a date that this was to come out, it's going to be Play 2015, which is their summer games hullabaloo where they like release a game every week for 4 weeks in a row, that's when I think this one will drop. Either that or like right before the Christmas period. I don't know. Let me know what you think about this game. I'm not sure about this. I've never even played Dear Esther, but this one definitely got my attention at Gamescom. And the last one, you're probably thinking, what could it possibly be? But this one is Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, what are you saying? Well, this one is kind of under the radar, you like to see, because there's not really very much news out yet about this other than it's going to be released in October, and there's been some speculation that's going to be Evolve-ish 4v1 multiplayer, and one person plays as Jason, the other are like campers trying to escape, but this one's not really received very much hype about it yet, and we don't really know very much about it yet either, so you don't really know about this. You'll probably find out a little bit more. If it's not out in the next 2 or 3 months, more information, then you'll see it at E3, Gamescom, something like that. We don't even know who the publisher of this game is, and I had a hard time putting this one on my list, even though I'm so excited for it, because I'm such a big Friday the 13th fan. I put it on the list just because you never know. This game could go and be complete garbage, or it could come out and be pretty good. I mean, it's a good premise, I guess. You have one person playing as Jason, the others as campers. It sounds pretty cool, and I had to put it on the list, even though there's not very much info about it, but throw it on there at the end anyway. So let me hear what you all are thinking about this game. I don't even know what I would say about this right now, but let me see what you all think, or at least what the premise could possibly turn into. As always, everyone, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, anything you want. I don't really care. You can dislike it if you didn't agree with me, but if you do that, at least let me know what you're thinking in the comment section. I'm actually really intrigued by this whole topic, and I want to see what you all think. Give me some E3 predictions. I might do that pretty soon too, but E3 is a little bit far away. But thanks for watching the video, and subscribe, like, dislike, whatever you want. See ya.